We're back. Thanks for staying with us. Joined now by CJ Melone. He's the CEO of NUGL Incorporated. NUGL is a stock symbol. CJ, welcome back to the show.
Hi, it's great to be back. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, we haven't spoken to you in quite some time. Why don't you tell us again what NUGL does?
So NUGL is a search directory for all types of cannabis companies. I think we have upwards of 500 different business types in the directory. So you can search for a company, find them on a map, or find them in a search directory and look at their business profile online. And then we've created a multimedia platform that consists of print, video, and digital media for these companies to market. And we have a print magazine, NUGL magazine. We're just launching a buyer's guide with Social Club TV now. And then banner ads, and we write featured articles, and we have 3 podcasts. So we create this whole, activation campaign around these businesses so they can tell their story and grow.
Well, the reason I wanted to have you on the show this week, and I'm really happy that you joined us, is because you have your finger on the pulse of the industry overall. How has the industry been affected by this COVID thing that we're just now starting to come out of?
Yeah, I think, the cannabis industry is funny because it's still evolving. So I like to look at it in segments. There's the product and the dispensaries, the retail side of the business, which really is the core of everything. If people are not walking into a dispensary to buy cannabis products, everything else doesn't exist. That part of the business is growing. Dispensaries and cultivation companies and manufacturing companies were essential, during the shutdown. The legislation still hasn't gotten completely caught up so these businesses can thrive, but they have grown, and we're seeing the brand side of the business really grow right now and evolve. So there's different types of cannabis, and there's brands coming out, and the consumers become more educated on what they're looking for. Then you have all the other ancillary companies, people that market, make invest, real estate companies. These companies just got going in the last 2 years, and the coronavirus and the pandemic just really wiped them out. We had upwards of 100 different advertisers every month, and I would say over 85% of them are gone. So we're starting to see new companies emerge. This is probably going to be the third reset that we've been part of, but that's one of the tough parts about this business. So there's a big cleansing aspect to it. And then as you're well aware of, the public markets took just an astronomical hit, and we're starting to see the cannabis publicly traded companies start coming back, and people are getting excited about investing, and there's a lot of money on the sidelines. So, there's a lot of acquisitions going on, so we'll see, what happens.
Well, I wanted to ask about the marketing and advertising, because of course you're a source for that. So if the companies are starting to come back, that's got to be a good sign for the industry overall.
Yeah, it is. And, we're excited about it. We're hoping that, we can have a good run, on this last attrition, if you will, before the next thing. But, it's part of business. I personally have been involved in a lot of, young industries. So what's happening in this industry is no different than other industries as they evolve and they grow.
What do you anticipate happening for NUGL the next 12 to 18 months?
I'm excited. We, I think we're positioned better in the market than we ever have been. And, we took this time during COVID, to really think about things methodically and not be so reactionary because of our growth. So, I hope that we are, if we're not now, the #1 media company in the space. We have some really exciting things coming down the pipe. The buyer's guide with Social Club TV being one of them, that's featuring a brand, a dispensary, and an influencer, the who's who of 2021. So it's good to get that back out and going. We have great partners. We got Tyson Ranch and Mike Tyson on the cover of that. But we also have some bigger picture things going too. So, things I can't disclose yet, but I think we're one of the few that has made it. And I think our blueprint of the business is more applicable than it's ever been before and necessary.
Well, speaking of influencers, you mentioned Mike Tyson on the cover of your magazine. He's hotter than ever. That's pretty cool.
He is. And Tyson Ranch is one of the premier brands out there. And they're one of the few celebrity brands that has, made it and grown. And, they kind of really set the tone for what's happening.
The company's NUGL Incorporated, NUGL is their stock symbol. CJ, appreciate your insight into the cannabis industry. Thanks for joining us.
Good to talk. Take care.